Hey guys, welcome to another session of FFBE Global. So you know what, I'm gonna be a very bad Jagan, naughty Jagan here, because I haven't really studied on Ignacio's kit, and I was talking to the guys on stream for almost 20 minutes, just talking about how I want to share some stories, or at least one person specifically, Martin, wants me to share a story about a Mossy, not, whoa. I said Mossy water bottle. I wanted to say Mossy water bottle. Today is not my day, man. Today is not my day, guys. This entire stream, I have been brain farting the entire time. Anyways, I'm going to talk about more of my story time as you're completing this mission and not really looking into his kit. All I know is that on JP, when he got his enhancements, he's actually pretty decent. So I'm going to kind of leave it up to it. And also, on the recording of this video, I am 2 weeks into the banner, so no one really cared if I reviewed it. So we're just gonna have fun. I'm gonna complete the mission, and we're gonna just make it to a very funny thing here. Use crush stamp, use forged weapon flame, and then use a limit burst. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna go with Ignacio here. I don't know if anyone's actually pulled him. I haven't seen any of my friends list use him. The finest. Alan says no brown phlegm stream. Oh man, do you want the phlegm, man? And welcome to stream, dude. Martin says just don't call it an FFBE video in the title to get away with me ranting about life stuff. That's really interesting. You know what, I'm gonna put it out there because one of the things is I'm having discussion what was I saying? Having discussion with the guys on stream, just saying that, you know, a lot of you guys are following me not because of the gameplay anymore. That's what originally got you guys into following me, but then a lot of you guys stayed because of me specifically. So some people, you know, I'm just gonna quote people on YouTube and saying like, oh, we came for FFBE but stayed for Jagan. So really awesome. So in general, you know, sometimes I'm just like, you know, how much can I get away with? Because there's some newer people wanting FFBE actual videos, and then they come to my videos and hear me talking about me going to Hong Kong, going to the jockey club, betting on horses and stuff, which I'm going to share another story here today, but I'm going to actually complete this really quick so I can get it off my mind. I'm going to use the limit burst. Let's do it first. Alright, did the limit burst here. So this is almost like what I would consider theorycraft now. So, you know, most of the time theorycraft I actually rant about stuff, but half of it is personal life stories. So this is gonna be personal life story while completing some mission stuff. So anyways, Martin wanted me to share about that Mossy water bottle, not Wossy water bottle. It's basically, so you guys on stream and on YouTube have heard me sick for the past 2 months. I did explain that, you know, I was going through bronchitis, going through pneumonia, going through bronchitis, going through pneumonia for 2 months, and of course every time the pneumonia hit, I got really crazy fevers. Now, what happened was just a couple days ago, I told the stream in another session, I figured out I think why I was sick for so long, and it's a pretty disgusting story. And those who were on stream live to hear that story before were also saying ew, and you know, and that's why Martin was saying oh, you gotta share the story, and he's been asking for almost 5 days, saying where's the Mossy water bottle story. Use crush stamp, use forged flame. So let me do this first. Can I do crush stamp, forge weapon flame, right? Okay, so let me do that first. What? That's a triple attack? He can triple? Oh, okay. Forge weapon flame. Whatever. You know, I think this is an imbue skill, so I'm gonna do the imbue skill before I use the attack one. Okay, so 1 second. Let me do this, and then we'll go to the story time here. Did I just go crush stamp, crush stamp? Wow, I'm really screwing up a lot here today, guys. I don't think I did the imbue. Yes, Bixen. My sickness came from the Mossy water bottle. but I'm gonna share the context behind it. You know, because once you heard that, okay, we did complete it. Okay, so alright, so basically let's go into the battle to have some awesome background music as I'm talking about this epic story. So basically, so I'm you know, I do a lot of like weightlifting and stuff like that. I go to the gym, and you know, going to the gym a lot, you go and buy a lot of supplements, right? And so when you go to a supplement store a lot, you become like a VIP, because most people are not like regulars at a supplement store. Like, you know, you get those people with like the New Year's resolution, like it's the new year, and they're like, okay, you know what, New Year's resolution, I'm gonna lose some weight. And then so they go to the gym for like 2 months, and they buy their like supplements and stuff. So generally speaking, going to a supplement store, you're not gonna be a VIP because you go there like maybe for 2 months. Like the store clerks will never remember who you are, right? But you know, I had a history of like going to the gym extreme mode for like 2 years now, and I would drink like maybe like 3 scoops of protein powder a day to keep my protein intake up. I know this is a long story. It's all to set up the context, I promise you. And of course, there's also facets of this story that a lot of you guys didn't hear in the last stream, actually. So anyways, I would drink a lot of protein powder. So, you know, in a month, I would finish like a six pound tub of protein fairly easily. Plus, I would buy some other supplements. So you could become a VIP. And once you could become a VIP, you get gifted stuff. Either you get gifted like, you know, 1-pack serving protein powders, or you get gifted like really cool stuff like water bottles and whatnot. And now, you know, to keep the prices low for the actual supplement store, they obviously go to vendors that would create like plastic water bottles that are made like really cheap, you know, like really cheap water bottles that you use maybe like a month or whatever, and then you just throw it away. Okay, so they give like a ton of shaker bottles. I have so many just stocked up. I haven't even used them. I just can't go through them fast enough. But they also give these 2-liter jugs. Now, for those of you who don't know, like metric wise, you know, I don't know, you know, it depends on where you live and where your country, what country you live in. You might be able to buy milk in different types of formats, like sometimes in cartons, sometimes in jugs, plastic jugs. So here, at least in Canada, we buy milk in plastic jugs. So the plastic jugs are about 4 liters. They're pretty big. I don't know how to convert that into like, I don't know, like regular gallons or whatever. I think Doppels is saying like a 2-liter bottle is like 4 gallons or something like that. I might be wrong, but anyways, someone can do the... Selena likes it probably 2 gallons. Do you live in the States? I don't know, it's really... yeah, anyways, 2 liters is quite a lot. I would say 2 liters is about like 8 full cups of water there. A liter equal to a quart. Half a gallon. Oh, okay. Bezilla says, doesn't Canada have bag milk too? Yeah, milk in a bag is kind of interesting. We did. I can't find them for the life of me in the stores now. We did have a history. I remember when I was growing up, I was drinking milk out of a bag, which was kind of funny. You would have to buy a specific plastic jug that can hold the bag, and you put the bag in, and then you cut like a little snip at the corner of the bag, and you pour the milk out of the bag with this jug thing. Because if you snip the bag and you imagine you grab the bag, right? It's just gonna squeeze all out. Okay, so Billy1287 says liter equals a quart, 4 quarts equals a gallon. Okay, so it is a gallon, right? No, it's half a gallon. Okay, cool. Vasila says, yeah, I always thought that was a dumb idea. I don't know, maybe it was more environmentally friendly because plastic bags are technically better than plastic jugs. But then yeah, you would have to buy your own plastic thing. Anyways, we're ranting off. This is fun. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I get these 2-liter jugs. Okay, so they're big, okay? So one of the major problem with the design is that the base of the jug is too wide. And there's also a handle, which the handle is hollow. So in the hollow handle, obviously when you fill up the water will also touch the inside of the handle itself. and the mouth opening, like the spout, is very small. Okay, so you can imagine there could be some problems here. One, if you wanted to clean the bottle, if you put a brush in there, you would have to be a very flexible brush, because one, you would have to angle it so it fits into the spout, but then also into the handle. I wish I could show you guys a picture of the bottle right now, but it's basically literally impossible unless you have like dainty hands that you can kind of like you know, adjust the flexible brush into the handle in order to get it. But even then, your brush wouldn't be long enough. You probably have to customize a brush for it to be long enough to reach all the way to the bottom, because a 2-liter jug is pretty big. It's pretty big. Anyway, I drink out of this bottle because one, I can fill it up 2 liters. It's really easy. When I'm at work, I can fill I fill the water bottle up at home. Sorry, not at home. So at work, right before I, you know, start working. And then I have this jug that I can refill my mug with water, so I don't have to keep getting up and getting water. Now, arguably speaking, you might be thinking, wow, you're a weightlifter and you're too lazy to get up to get water? Yeah, kind of. You know, after squat days, I barely want to sit on the toilet. So it's just yeah, it's just more convenient. And I can also focus on work instead of getting up and then kind of resetting my mind and then coming back to work and then focusing on it. So, you know, pouring out of the water jug is not a big deal, but so this is where the problem lies. Sometimes I get extra thirsty, right? I get thirsty, and you know, I maybe had just eaten food, so there's maybe some oils, some grease on my lips, maybe there's some crumbs. I know as I'm explaining this, you guys are imagining me eating like a dog with like all this crumbs around my lips. I'm clean. It's just I'm just saying there's like microbes of food chunks, right? And maybe there's backwash, right? So sometimes I'm thirsty and I'm like, I can't help it. So I open up the bottle and I just drink straight from it. Now this is the problem. I never allow my bottle to go dry. That's a very big problem. So what happened was, you know, sometimes I would like put some dish soap in there. I would put some water in there, put some water, and I'd like shake it really hard, thinking like that's enough to clean it, right? Pour it out, keep rinsing it until the soap is all gone, and then refill it. So I would do that sometimes. Now I don't do it all the time because I'm thinking I'm pouring in clean water, it's gonna be clean, and I'm underestimating my germs from my saliva, from the microbes of food, that they could have bacteria, and the bacteria can grow, right? So Billy's getting ahead of the story. He's just like burned the bottle. Wait. So for 2 months while I was sick, I think I initially got sick, like literally from infecting from someone else who got sick. With stress at work, it actually amplified my illness. Now, you know, usually when you're sick, people are like, oh man, I hope you feel better. Remember to hydrate. And that's what I remembered, right? So it's like hydrate. So I would fill this bottle, this exact bottle that I've been describing for the past 10 minutes, up with water, and I would drink straight from it. I would keep drinking. But then you guys also know that, you know, if you keep filling, let's say a bacteria infested thing with water and you don't allow it to stop, you're not gonna see the bacteria cultures growing. So an example would be a toilet. A toilet, after you use it a while and it's really dirty and filthy, if you allow it to be unflushed, you will start seeing stuff, right? Anyone who has cleaned a toilet will know that. But if you use the toilet constantly, you constantly flush it, you're not gonna see how bad it is. So wait 1 second here. And you've been reinfecting yourself with reusing the bottle without adequately cleaning it, says Selena Leg, with a lot of ... Yes. And Doppel says, I want to take a work call. Are we still here? Yes, you're still talking about the bottle. Bacillus says, wide mouth bottles with no handle are the best. Yes, they are. So you can clean them. And also, I would note shallow bottles would be good too, because sometimes your hands are so big, you actually can't get all the way in, you know? So it has to be extremely wide mouthed. So basically, Bacilla, what you're explaining is basically a cup with a lid on it. Basically, that would be the best way. But anyways, to explain why it's called the Mossy water bottle is because while I was on vacation, while I was on vacation for 2 weeks. Recall, if you watched the previous Theorycraft video, I was on vacation for 2 weeks. I left that water bottle at home, right? Obviously. I also dried it out, as in I poured out the remaining water before I left. I left the lid open so it was exposed to air. Okay, so I was thinking, oh yeah, this would be good when I get back. It's dry, it's clean. You know, I still have the common sense to think that when something is dry, it's cleaner than leaving like water sitting there. However, when I came back, later Sublime Data, and Zombie Kate Baker, you gotta leave. Watch this on YouTube video later if you want to watch it. Anyways, as I came back, apparently some bacteria cultures grew, and the thing is, you can actually see it in the water bottle. Now, I explained this in the last stream when I shared the story before, that how exaggerated this is, how scary this is, because the reason is the water bottle is tinted blue. So if you don't actually look for it, so it's not like clear, it's not like completely transparent, it's like semi-transparent tinted blue. If you don't look for it, you won't see it, because the moss or the algae or whatever, the bacteria cultures that you see, it was all over the bottom of the water bottle. It was green, right? So, you know, green is similar to blue. So when it's in a blue tinted bottle, you're not going to see it. The only giveaway that I had to know that it was infected was because when I opened up the spout, it smelled, right? So that's how bad it got, right? It smelled. Selena Lice is a microbiologist, Jagan. It smelled like a toilet. So I'm like, whoa. I'm like, woof, man. Like, what is this smell? So I like look into it, and you know, much to my like horror, I saw the spatters of moss. It's kind of like a Jackson Pollock painting, except the splatters are not paint, but rather they're moss. And so like immediately I was horrified. But now the thing is, you got to understand, I've been with this bottle for almost a year, okay, almost a year now, and so it's a really good bottle. The lid, like when you take it off, the lid is metal, okay, the lid is metal. It has a silicone sealing, like seal, not a sealing, seal, on this really robust water bottle, right? And the cap had a fabric, like one of those what do you call them? There's like a woven material thing that's connected to the cap. So like when you take the cap off, you'll never lose the cap. That woven material is like what you would use for like harnesses, all right? So you guys can imagine what I'm talking about. Like when people tow your car, they kind of harness your car to the thing. It's like that. I don't know what it's actually called, but anyway, it's like some kind of harness strap thing. Anyways, yes, I have oh man, this is hilarious. The Stay Hydrated bot just came up on stream. Stay hydrated. Yeah, this is a perfect time to do it. I'm not using that bottle, guys. Everybody's telling me to burn the bottle. Yeah, so afterwards, basically, I will end the story soon. Basically, what happened, I was horrified by the moss. I didn't throw it away right away, you know, because it got a connection to this bottle. I pushed some dish soap in it again, thinking it would help. Poured some like hot water into it, and it started shaking it like mad. Poured out the hot water, the moss is still there, and I'm like, crap. You know, this thing is not gonna go unless you scrub it away. Now, someone on the previous stream, Jeremy Jackson, he gets a shout out. He's like, bleach it. It should be fine. Bleach does disinfect the germs for sure. It would probably kill off 99.9% or maybe even 100%. But the thing is, then I would potentially be exposing myself to bleach no matter how much I rinse that bottle. Like, you wouldn't know like if there's still like contaminants of bleach in it. And remember, it's really hard to scrub, so it's like no way. And so I'm like, okay, you know what, guys, it's time to part with it. I literally didn't shed a tear, but there was like a tear that built up in like my right eye. But it could have been that, you know, while I was throwing it away, I was in a really dusty garbage bin too. So it could have been a dust thing that went into my eye. But I almost swear that I almost had some kind of like reaction to that bottle, and even now as I'm telling this story, I'm actually feeling that I missed that bottle. I'm almost thinking about getting another one, but this time, to prevent myself from happening again, if I ever use those water bottles again, one, it would never touch my greasy clumsy lips, and the second thing would be I would probably wash it more often. You know, anyone who actually, you know, owns a home, you know, you clean your bathroom, you clean your toilet, you clean your bathtub, you know that the more often you clean it, the less the buildup happens, you know. So like once you get to a certain buildup, like if you're a really dirty, like unhygienic person, you know that in your bathroom, if you don't clean it for a really long time, the next time you clean it, it's actually really hard to clean. Like you actually doesn't get to be clean unless you spend way more time on it. So anyway, the guys on stream are like, press F to pay respect for the bottle. Everybody's doing it. Oh, it's so cute. You guys are hilarious. Anyways, yeah, that's the bottle story. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video now. I'm gonna watch one more CG Ignacio limit burst. So apologies for those who have been, you know, following me on my videos, hoping I'm making a review. Again, to my justification is that I'm kind of running out of excuses to share my personal stories with you guys because I love sharing. And the second thing is, you know, there's not much to review on him. He doesn't get really good until his enhancements, and then also, you know, he's mainly a fire imbuer and support unit, I guess, and with some heavy damage. You know, I think until enhancements, there's not much to look at, and I don't know how many people have pulled for this. I was saying on stream, I don't think any of my friend units have actually put up Ignacio, so like, has anyone really pulled it? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, so that was basically story time with Jagan, but completing that Ignacio intro quest for the rewards, and also to catch that limit burst. This one's probably going to be a really interesting video later on if you're watching the CG unit collection, because this one's the very, like, is really not serious. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that story, and on YouTube, you can let me know how disgusted you felt after the story. Completely, you know, I was completely disgusted. Super embarrassed about the story, but I just thought, you know, with everyone's reaction on the first stream, I think you guys deserve to know the truth now. So anyways, I think that is the reason why I'm not sick. 2-week vacation, 2 weeks without drinking from that water bottle, and therefore I am better now. So hopefully I will be back to ASMR voice Jagan for quite a while. So I'm gonna end that here. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'm just gonna read the last 2 comments on this stream here. Martin says, I feel happy now, and Selena Leg says, a little grossed out, but I'm just glad you're not drinking out of the water bottle anymore and getting sicker. Thank you Selena Leg. For those of you guys watching on YouTube, I'll see you guys next time.